Hey guys, and welcome to another of my coffee and chocolate field trip videos. Usually I'm here with Jake, but I'm actually visiting with friends on the island of Oahu, and we are doing North Shore today. There's a video that I did previously that did all of Oahu, and we visited a cacao farm. We visited Manoa Chocolate, which is the big craft chocolate up here. So I wanted to do something a little bit different for this video. We're going to check out products made with chocolate. So we're here at Ted's, and Ted's is famous for its pies. So we're going to get a chocolate hopia pie this morning for you and let you see what that looks like. Hopia is coconut, so think coconut cream pie, and it's famous enough that I actually saw some of them in Don Quixote on the other side of the island. As you can see, according to the sign, this is the home of the original chocolate hopia cream pie. There we go, what we're looking for. So here's the pie. We got all the layers here with the chocolate. We got the whipped cream. Now after here, we're gonna head over to the North Shore Macadamia Nut Factory and check out their different flavored mac nuts. They've also got some Kona coffee over there. We're making a brief stop over at historic Hali'iwa town, and we found North Shore Macadamia Nuts. You guys, check it out. Coffee roasted mac nuts. I've got to get some of these. We've been to a number of beaches this trip, and later on I'll paste in a little clip of where we got to see some sea turtles unexpectedly as we were going down to the beach. We're on the North Shore side, so in the winter time the waves are high here. Right now they're pretty calm. So I'm walking down to Pipeline Beach, which is one of the most famous surf breaks in the world. We've been over to Sunset Beach, and we've seen a few others out here. Just want to show you guys how gorgeous it is while we're on the way. It's kind of crazy looking at how calm it is out there to imagine that in the winter time there's 60-foot swells and they have professional surf competitions out there. Still gorgeous today. We had stopped at Hali'iwa Beach Park, and it was gorgeous water. I did misspeak in the next clip where I say the turtles were endangered. They've actually been upgraded to just threatened. In my Bean to Bar mysteries, sea turtles are a big deal. In Galveston, they have the Kemp's Ridley. I'm here in Oahu, and they have the green sea turtles. I just saw one hanging out for a little bit, and he just swam back out into the water. I've got a clip of my book with him as I'm walking towards it. Oh, there's another one. Of course, they're endangered, so you're not allowed to get closer than 10 or 12 feet away. But they're so majestic, lovely creatures. Hi, Mr. Turtle. Hi, Mr. Turtle, you are so full of fun. Wouldn't be a coffee field trip without coffee, so we're about to go check out the Waialua Coffee Mill. Looks like there might be a couple of businesses in there. Island X, I think, might be in the same building, so we'll check it out all at the same time. So they do have a tour out back where you can see some of the varieties of coffee and chocolate that they're processing. There's over 20 varieties of cacao on the island, and these are just a couple of them, and you can see the difference. I've not really seen a smooth cacao pod before, in contrast to your normal one that has all the ridges. So we have the fermentation boxes here. Stays in here for like a week, then it goes over to the drying racks where we saw the beans. And then there's more drying racks over here.
Like after the coffee beans ferment in the water and yeast, they get put on sleeves to dry. But if it's too like wet, or if it's like December where it's raining a lot, they have a dryer or tumbler in one of these buildings. I think it's this one.
Okay.
That just tumbles it so it can dry evenly.
Nice. So the ones that are covered are still full.
Yeah, they should be.
Very cool.
What do you have? There's more cacao, but usually they would do the natural dry process here, where they would lay out the coffee beans in their skin though.
Okay.
So they ferment in their natural juices in the skin, and they would rake it out so it's evenly separated, so they can dry evenly.
So why are those beans on the ground versus the
these
racks?
are the later ones. So they first start off like with the racks pulled out.
Okay.
And then they're like pushed in to dry for longer, and then after that they're put out onto heaters, onto a cement, and then they're roasted. Sorry, I didn't go over that earlier.
Okay, that's fine. So these are all grown by local farmers?
Yeah.
Because I know Manoa said they process for a number of different local growers. So do you use the same where people bring their stuff and you also process for them, or do you grow everything here?
These ones are grown right down the road.
Okay.
And then we buy it from Dole.
Okay.
And then we roast it ourselves.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then I think there are more cacao varieties. I know they have more on the tree right now. I think these might be the same. This one doesn't have any on them. Oh, there's one, but it's really small.
Yeah.
This one's too young. I haven't seen anything on it yet, but this one has a lot.
Oh, so pretty.
Yeah.
I love how they're all different colors,
Yeah.
even when they're ripe. And there's so many different shapes too.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, but the cacao can grow anywhere on the tree as long as it has bark. So I've seen some growing on really thin branches, and then also at the base of it.
Very cool. So the samples here, we've got natural process, wash process, and honey processed. Something else I've not seen before is Kona coffee coconut butter. I'm gonna have to see if I can fit a tiny one of these in my luggage. Have to check this out. Cacao nibs in honey. Said I can get a sample, so I'm gonna check that out, probably take it home. You guys check it out. I actually got a coffee that's made with their locally roasted espresso and macadamia nut milk, only in Hawaii. But then again, we also saw some mac nuts that were flavored with Spam. So we're gonna go from here back into town. But the other day we were out at the Waimea Valley and we did some swimming in the waterfalls. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of the hike that we took and a little bit of the falls themselves. We finally made it over to Matsumoto Shave Ice. I didn't realize it was inside a larger store. We're about to go in. So I know this is technically not coffee or chocolate, but it is iconic, so I wanted to kind of show it off today. Look how beautiful this came out. We have chickens. The chickens are everywhere out here. One of my friends has been kind of tracking the chickens crossing the road, the chickens being in the park. This one's just kind of pecking. Hi, chicken. Hi, chicken. Bye, chicken. So we found the map, and yes, the Snoopy surf shop is in the same shopping center, so we're gonna check that out too while we're here. I don't know if you guys know, Snoopy is one of my favorites. When we were in Japan, I actually got a little medallion that I have on my bag here, and it's Snoopy with his typewriter, and that's the only time I've ever seen Snoopy with a typewriter on something. So hopefully we'll see something beach related and I'll be able to find Snoopy with something cool. Check it out, we found the Snoopy store. I've actually had a couple of people recommend Isledge Vintage Coffee to me. Turns out it's a chain, and there is one here directly across from the Shave Ice that we just had. So I'm going to go in, check it out. Last coffee stop of the video. I hope you've been enjoying wandering around with us, and we're going to see what they do. Okay, y'all, I did have a lot of coffee samples at the last place, so when I saw that this one had a hojicha hot chocolate, I decided to check that out because I like hojicha, which is roasted green tea. I like white chocolate, and I'm okay with having a hot beverage. Even though it's hot outside today, I am in the shade, so let's check it out. That's nice. It's pretty much exactly what I expected, and it's refreshing. It's not overly sweet. Really recommend. So this last beach is directly across from Sea Life Park, which is where Adam Sandler's character was supposed to have worked in 50 First Dates. It's been kind of fun being on the island. We went over to Kualoa Valley, which isn't North Shore, so I didn't put it in the video, but we got to see the road where he stopped in that movie. Also, on one of the tours, we got to take a circle around the island, and we saw the cove where they filmed the kiss scene there, which was amazing to see all of these different movie tie-ins with the island. Wasn't really what I was expecting to highlight this trip, but I love movies, so it was great to see.
Here she is. She's going to feed them and tell you all about these.
Hello.
I just went to the lecture to sure my microphone isn't working today, so
In our ocean.
I'm just going to talk loudly. Into the waves, and much to their surprise, the Naias swam up and hit it right back to them. They were the best of friends from that point forward.
I also wanted to show you guys when we stopped in at Turtle Bay Resort, which is actually going to become a Ritz-Carlton pretty soon. It was gorgeous, and we got a little time to walk around the grounds, have a sandwich at their bar restaurant. This has been featured in so many movies and TV shows as well. There was an episode of Magnum P.I. It was in one of the Hunger Games movies. There were, of course, episodes of Lost that were centered around the grounds. So pretty out here, and kind of neat to see all of the movie connections in this area and all of the others. thanks everybody for joining me for another coffee and chocolate field trip. I hope you've enjoyed wandering around North Shore as much as I have. Hopefully you'll get to check some of these places out, or at least try and find a recipe for that hapia pie. Get some good coffee, some mac nuts. Have a great day.